Honestly, I shouldn't be drinking tea at this late in the night. It's almost like 9:30 here in California on a Sunday night. But this is the only time that I got to make a video for you guys. And I've been up since 8 in the morning making videos from 9 because I do Instagram, I do YouTube, and I get only Sunday to do what I want to do. I do enjoy my Saturday, but I have a 9 to 5 job, which extends to 9 to 6, 7. And weekdays are usually really, really busy. But yeah, your girl wants to be here. I really do like the community and I really do like talking about books. So what you can do to help me and support me is hit that subscribe button, like, share, subscribe. And by the end of the video, do let me know what do you think about today's video. There is a lot of content in this little community that we have here. And you can find the links to everywhere, everything, my Instagram, Goodreads, everything in the description box below. But I'm really excited to talk about today's video. It's gonna be a book tag about spring, one of my favorite seasons. But before that, I need a kick of this tea. I had a phase when I was drinking a lot of bubble tea, but these last 2 months, I have been steering away from them. But today, I really needed that kick. And this is a really nice tiger milk tea with, a lot of bubbles in them. So I'm gonna take a hit. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Pooja at A Book by the Window. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are reading good. I am currently reading 2 books. The Secret of the Beekeeper. I think I always get confused with that title. And the second one is The Thursday Murder Club. And I'm liking both of them. They are both thick books, like 300 pages books. And I'm slowly making progress on them. Things have been really busy on my end. There has been a lot of work and I don't know what it is about March, but it feels like the work that was slowly starting from January is now in full pace, coming on to in the middle of the quarter. 1 quarter of this year is already over. But yes, I've been finding myself being really busy but productive, and I'm also trying to run a lot since summer is gonna be here really soon. I'm sorry I'm yapping again. I'm very excited. Maybe it is the tea. But talking about today's video. Today's video is kind of like a book tag. I'm calling it Spring Reading Book Tag. And spring is one of my favorite seasons. Some people like fall, some people like monsoons, although they don't call it monsoons here. But I happen to love spring just because of the fact that I love flowers, and flowers are in full bloom around me. I have been enjoying my little walks outside and just counting the colors that are in my horizon around me. And it's just been a really, really nice time. So I thought, why not club that seasonal mood of me being very upbeat and happy finally that winter is behind us, and club it with my reading, come up with some fun questions around this season and the reading that I'm looking forward to, or how I associate this season with the books that I have already. Spring is the season of renewal and fresh starts. And if you are anything like me, this is the perfect time to dive into some books that make you feel alive again. So let's kick off a summer book reading tag to celebrate the season with some of the best reads. Question number 1 in this book tag is a book that makes you feel refreshed like a spring breeze. One book that always makes me feel upbeat and positive is The Little Prince by Anthony D. Saint. This 1943 novella follows a little prince who visits various planets, including Earth, addressing themes of loneliness, friendship, love, and loss. Despite its style as a children's book, it offers profound observation about life and human nature, much like the rejuvenating spirit of the spring breeze. Question number 2, a book that you want to reread this summer. There are so many good books that I would want to reread if I had the time, but on the top of my head, the book that will take the cake is gonna be The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. First published in 1997, this debut novel is set in 1960s Kerala. It follows the childhood experience of 2 fraternal twins whose lives are affected by the love laws of their society. The lush description of God owns country, Kerala, and the intricate details about the character always draws me into the story. It is a book that feels new with every reading, much like how each spring feels full of possibilities. Question number 3. a book that has the theme of spring or new beginnings. I'm going to recommend you a very popular but favorite book of mine, 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak. This book is all about love, transformation, and finding oneself. I really did love how it intertwines the past and the present, showing how every new beginning is a chance for self-discovery. It is the perfect book for spring's theme of renewal. Question number 4, a book with a colorful theme of spring that reflects its vibe. I'm gonna pull that book from my bookshelf. Wait for it. I'll be back. I fetched this book from my bookshelf. The book that is gonna take the cake for this category is More Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. I really loved the cover, and I think this is the sole reason why I bought this book from Higginbotham's on my last visit to Chennai. The cover is really calming, and I do love Japanese literature. It reflects perfectly well the spirit of spring with plants, a lazy cat, and all the vibrant colors on the cover itself. From what I have heard, this is a story about Takako, a 25-year-old woman who moves into her uncle's second-hand bookstore in Japan. There, she discovers a passion for literature and forms meaningful connection, leading to personal growth and healing. I'm sure this is gonna be a really cozy book. I am saving this book for some special occasion because I want to really sit down and read this one. Just hearing about the blurb gives me butterflies in my stomach because this is probably my story. I always imagined, what if I just become a librarian or live in a library? That's just like a dream that might be fulfilled in a parallel universe, not in this one. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find myself reading this book in spring itself. Question number 5, a book that I associate with spring blooms and growth. For this category, I will choose Sweet Bean Paste by Dorian Sukigawa. I've featured this book in another list as well because it is a personal favorite. Story is about an elderly woman named Tokyo who teaches a young man Sentaro how to make an extraordinary bean paste for dorayaki, which is kind of like a Japanese pastry. This novel is a gentle, poignant tale of how Tokyo's past and her unique ability to make this paste symbolizes her own journey of resilience and growth. Much like the spring season, the Sweet Bean Paste is about small but profound moments of renewal, finding beauty and meaning even in the most unexpected places. It is a delicate, heartwarming story that blooms with hope and the power of human connection. Question number 6, a book that gives you warm and sunny vibes, perfect for a spring afternoon. I'll nominate The Rosie Project by Grammy Simpson, which is a perfect feel-good read. It is funny, sweet and heartwarming, kind of how a sunny spring afternoon make you feel at peace with the world. It is a very light-hearted read, but still it is very meaningful. Question number 7, a book set in a place that feels like spring to you. I'm really excited about this one because it is from one of my favorite authors. The book that will take the cake for this category is The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri. This book captures the journey of identity, belonging, and self-discovery, set between Kolkata and United States. The backdrop of a culturally rich, evolving world mirrors spring's theme of change and newness. It reminds me that no matter where we are, we all have the capacity to grow and bloom in unexpected ways. Question number 8 and the final one in this book tag is a book that you are really looking forward to reading this spring. I just got a copy of Burnt Sugar by Avni Doshi from my local library, and I'm gonna pick that book for this category. This debut novel was first published in India under the name of Girl in White Cotton. As I've read from the blurb, this book dwells into the complicated relationship between a mother Tara and her daughter Antara. Set in Pune, India, this book explores the theme of memory, identity, and maternal ambivalence. This novel was also shortlisted for 2020 Booker Prize, and it has been praised for its raw and unflinching description of family dynamics. So you can tell by my tone how excited I am, and I'm gonna make it a point to pick it up while spring lasts, and also because I will have to return it back to the library. That is always a motivation for you to finish books. With that said, if you have watched this video so far, I really do appreciate your support, and if you like the video, please like it, share it with your friends and family. Consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost anything, but it would mean the world to me. And if you like this video, do let me know in the comment section below. I'm always open to feedback. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you guys next time. Until then, happy reading. Cheers.